Welcome back. Welcome back. Um, this is behind the scenes discussion with Super Six. Six members operating Obsidian Power, a nonprofit that specializes in building a stronger foundational structure in today's community. We have Anthony, Brenda, Irvin, and of course, me, Amanda. Say hi, everybody.
Yo,
Hi, everybody.
I said, what's happening? What's happening?
Awesome.
What it do?
So I have a question for all of y'all. It's been
Uh-oh.
weighing on my mind.
Uh-oh.
So the question is the culture done with brands, like big brands? What helps you determine that choice? And where can you find a replacement for that brand?
Who want to go first?
Wait. Can you say it again, please?
So is the culture done with big corporated brands? What help you determine that choice? And where can you find a replacement for all the everyday items that you shop or brands?
Oh, that's the thing. No, I don't. I don't think we're done with big brands. Like, oh no, like maybe I'm not understanding the question. Like, you mean like the Gucci's and stuff of the world?
Yeah, stuff like that. Like we are supporting more Black-owned businesses than it is the other counterpart.
But are we though?
I
think it's still to be determined. I think we're trying to, but I still feel like with the convenience of everything, we kind of go with whatever we could get to and what we're used to. Like I can't just sit. Now, me personally, I mean, unless I go to like WeBuyBlack.com, I can't be like, all right, let me go buy this Black-owned toothpaste. Let me go buy this Black-owned toilet paper. Like we traditionally don't look at that. We just go buy toilet paper because we need toilet paper. So now we have to aggressively go look for something that's Black-owned, which isn't always easy to find because it could be like you would think this is Black-owned, but then it's backed by you know, a bigger company that you're not familiar with. So you really got to do your due diligence to find out who is actually Black-owned and who is fronted by, the non-melanated family. So I think it's a good path to get on, but I can't say that it's easy to do because we are creatures of convenience as of this generation.
I mean, until we stop valuing, white people's wealth, it's going to continue. Like, we tend to gauge our success with the amount of things that we can buy and to show that we can afford certain things. And until that's dismantled, it's not going to stop. I don't think, that desire to be looked at favorable with the designer belts and stuff. Like I see some stuff. I tell you, I see some stuff, man. Like, we value things way too much to dismantle that whole thing. And of course, the hip hop culture is kind of into that. Like, that kind of drives our community a lot is the entertainers. And so once the entertainers are doing it, the athletes are doing it, then the people will just follow. So,
I want to hear from the ladies because I feel like y'all buy more accessories, y'all have more like beauty products and definitely more clothes. Like, so is it a lot easier? Is it harder for y'all to do Black-owned?
I mean, I feel that it's more saturated on accessories a lot, and I find it hard to get something that you everyday need. Like, let's say for an example, cleaning products. I know that they're out there, but it's so heavily saturated on women buying accessories, clothes, and jewelry that there's not a lot of competition when it comes to like cleaning products, a toothbrush. I know there's makeup out there that's more saturated than everyday products. Services, I feel that services would have been a lot much better if we had like services like I don't know, creativity in that. But I feel like, I don't know, seeing that redlining exists, it makes it a little bit harder.
Yeah.
And that those kind of things that you wanted to have are just like being tested, or you have to find another way to overcome that obstacle.
What about you, Brenda?
Um, I don't think, like Amanda and Anthony were saying, it's if the athletes do it, popular people that we hold in certain light, these, when we go out and we buy name brand clothes, it's not because we need it. It's because we want to be seen, or we want to show off what we have. We may not have enough money to pay our light bill, but we're gonna get this Gucci outfit. So it's not because we need clothes on our backs, it's because I want to be seen in a certain way. So I think it first has to start off mentally. It's a mental thing. Like, what's more important? What do you value more? How people see you, or the legacy and the path that you want to take for yourself, and the future that's coming before you. And Amanda said, definitely when it comes to jewelry, makeup, leggings, and popping stuff, you get that from Black people. But the things that's gonna uplift us, carry us, things that we're gonna need on a day-to-day basis, I don't know how to search for that stuff. And then when you do find it, Anthony always says something, we feel as if when we build, others will come, and it doesn't work like that. You have to put in the work. You have to market. You have to have people skills. You have to know how to talk to people. And just because we're the same complexion doesn't mean that you talk to me crazy. When somebody else of color come in your establishment, you treat them with the utmost respect. I'm gonna feel as if I don't want to come and spend my hard, my dollar that I break my back for. I don't want to come and do that. But I think if that's something that we want to do, we have to approach them with care. We're like, hey, I don't want to come spend my money at your shit because you talk to me crazy. So it's something that you need to work on. If you want to talk about united and support Black business, treat me like you will want to be treated when you go any other place. And that's something that's really that really bothers me, because me and Anthony often talk, when you go into Black stores or Black, they do the bare minimum, and we do not complain. We don't ask for much. And I don't know if because we're used to it, or we think they doing their best. If they're wrong in a certain area and they're slacking, let's call them out on it, and not pick and make them feel belittled. But let's like, hey, I think you could do this a little bit better to draw more attention or more crowd from us. Because just because we be all ghetto and loud, but we like that respect as well, especially if I'm about to go spend my money on you. But I mean, when we go into white businesses or Arabs, like, we just take it. So I don't know where that falls into self-worth for us.
Yeah.
Well, I
Well,
just
go ahead.
I'm paying today. Because you guys know, like, I do this like side hustle thing where I do the apps and all that kind of stuff.
Many
So
side hustles.
I've met with a lot of people, a lot of Black business owners about the business, and let me tell you something. Like, it's insulting, like, for them to have this position of, I'm Black, just support me anyway. Let me tell you something. Like, you got to produce a product that makes somebody want to buy it. Like, you just can't lay a wrinkled shirt on an ironing board and put it on Instagram and say buy it because it has Africa on it. And you get a lot of that. You get a lot of that unprofessionalism when it comes to these businesses. And when you talk to them, they have this whole attitude of, basically, it has Africa on it and the fist on it. And then they kind of resent Black people. Say, oh, we don't support our own, but you got to bring something of quality or something that somebody would want to buy. And often I see that like Brenda said, we lack in marketing. Like we don't understand marketing. So we don't do it. We think Instagram is enough. And as you all know, Instagram has completely changed. It's pretty much pay to play at this point with Instagram. And so it's just about being more professional, producing a product that somebody need. Like that's the problem. Like we have a lot of low cost to bear businesses like t-shirt brands, things like that, which are cool, but that's hard work because nobody wants it. Nobody needs a t-shirt. Look at this dude. I mean, I have a t-shirt brand myself, but nobody needs like nobody needs this. But we don't really get into businesses that, you know what I'm saying? So we get into businesses like boutiques and makeup and things that people, let's say, don't need, they want. And,
but is it because a lot of us are creative and we want to do our own thing
because
creatively?
Because it's low cost. Right, right, but those things are low cost to bear. It's very minimal amount of money you need to start it, and anything like that will be heavily saturated, and it's hard to kind of break that barrier. But that's what we tend to want to get into because it's easier, opposed to something more difficult. But if we can get more into the service industry, like get into the fitness industry.
Yeah.
Something that
or counseling or something.
Counseling or, I don't want to say like, but there's things like that. It'd be more beneficial because right now to be a Black clothing line, it's not easy. It's very difficult because so much competition. So
yeah. Well, I had a question of something I thought was Brenda said earlier about the people buy Gucci and all this. Do you think we try to look like we have money instead of actually having money? So we buy those big brands, just be like, I got it. So I don't have to actually have it. I just got to look like I have it.
Absolutely. I think that's where the fake knockoffs come into play because you don't have it in your account. Sometimes the fake knockoffs are just below the regular payment that you would pay for the real stuff. Now, mind you, I don't know how much a Gucci shirt goes for. I don't care about that stuff.
Yeah,
but I just know when people, like there was this YouTuber going around, just different places testing people's jewelry because he had a device to test if it was real gold. And he just kind of did it for fun. And people would come up and he didn't approach it as if, hey, come, let me test out your jewelry. It was more like, hey, that look real dope. How much is that? And they're like, oh, I don't know how stuff go. 15 karat, 20 karat. I don't know. So however much the person will be like, damn, that's a lot. That's what they'll throw out there. So like, you don't mind if we test it, right? This one girl, she's like, yeah, test it. And it was fake. This dude walked in, big old chain on. The guy asked, like, can I test it? He's like, nah, man, nah, you can't test it. But because we take so much pride and so much honor in the outside exterior. You take more time going through your closet, picking out the best clothes that you have, the flashiest jewelry that you have. You take so much pride and time into that. And on the inside, you rotten. You don't know who you are, what you stand for, what you want to do. But hey, as long as I look good, nobody else will see my scars. And sometimes you don't even know that you're scarred. So it's definitely a, hey, see me type thing. I'm better.
Why do you think that is though? Why do you think that is though? Because I think it's just us that does, or is it just us that does that?
I don't think it's just us that does it, but it seems as if because that's the community. That's the community that you live in. So that's what you're exposed to. But I don't think it's a Black or a white thing. I think it's just a overall thing because everybody goes through this. You have the girls that I got to keep my nails up. I got to, wear the weave, or, I got to do this. I got to do that. Or I have to drive this car. I have to do that. It's more of just, I think the structures when you're little, like people, that has to be instilled in you that you don't need these things. Like, yeah, it's gonna feel as if you do when you grow up and you go into the world and this is what you're gonna see all the time. But as long as you have that self-value And it's not always going to be a walk in the park when it comes to self-value, because doubt comes into it most definitely. But if you have that, you can always go back to it. But people that struggle with that power thing, they don't know the middle ground. And it's not their fault. I mean, y'all be talking shit, but it's not their fault. They just don't know what it is.
Right. I mean, you know, beauty and luxury is currency in 2020. Like, you know, it's been studied that people support beautiful people or people that looks well
Put together.
Or
isn't that subjective though?
Get you into places.
But isn't beauty subjective?
No, it is. No, I don't think so. I think.
I mean, because everybody can't look like everybody doesn't look at one person and every as a census of that person. Like somebody would see, or even somebody say unflattering, and then they find beauty in that person. You know what I mean?
Well, you're talking about a well-balanced person. I'm talking about, like, you know, society. Like, it's a standard. It's like, do you look like do you look like you're worth anything? Do you look like you have?
I think we give the people the power of saying that they're beautiful. I think if 100 people say this person's beautiful, then another 100 people is going to either agree or disagree. But it's going to be it's going to be more people that agree to whatever was started with than the person that started with this person is ugly. I just think it's a numbers thing. Like if you hear that this person is beautiful, all of this amount of number of people is telling you this. And so, then all people that agree with you is gonna come out and be like, yeah, this person's beautiful. Like I don't think everybody is as beautiful as they put it out to be. I think J-Lo's cool, but I don't think she's as hot as people is making her out to be. Like, you know, like that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like there's a J-Lo in the hood or in the area, and you be like, she looks just like J-Lo, but just because she has the notoriety, people know J-Lo, and she's at this shelf that people feel like is unattainable to some women.
Well, I disagree with that because J-Lo is bad. But however,
she's okay. She's okay. I mean, she's okay.
It's like, but that, like, looking good gets you into doors in society. Like
that's why I can't get in no doors, I guess.
You can get all the doors because you're shaving, so you got all the access to all the. Right. But seriously, like that beauty and looking the part is currency. Like that get you places. Like you don't. Like me and Brandon was watching the y'all gotta watch this documentary called "Don't Fuck with Cats" on Netflix. That is the most interesting documentary you ever see. Anyway, in that documentary, the main whatever guy, he just was a poser. He just looks good and would just get access to all these things because he standardly would look good. And so yeah.
Don't mess with cats, you said?
Bro, no, don't fuck with cats.
Don't, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's not the fuck word, obviously. Amanda Blurted out, I'm sorry.
No.
But it's a really
your boost. Your boost.
So many twists and
Yeah.
Your boost, bro.
No, cricket. Very cricket.
Oh, I'm sorry, cricket. Your cricket is not chirping properly at the moment.
Amanda, like, yes.
I know it's been some time. It's been a journey. It finally hopped to someone else.
Feels good, huh? Feels good to be on the other side.
Right.
Am I good now?
Eventually you will.
Yeah, eventually. I am hot sauce. I like hot sauce. We got 2 minutes according to the time, so I know you want. I don't know if you want to reset that thing.
Yeah, so we'll just log back on.
All right, y'all ready? I think that was a good stop between everybody in between.